Coming up on Torrance Today, sister city delegates from our city spend their last full day in Japan, getting a tour of Tokyo and saying sayonara to their friends in Kashiwa. The YMCA honors the memory of a former board member with a special dedication. And home-baked pies take center stage at the Torrance Certified Farmers Market. It's all coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Kirk Lyons. It's 4 p.m. on Wednesday, October 11th. I hope your week is running smoothly. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's our first story. It's an exciting day of sightseeing for the Torrance delegates who are in Japan for the 50th Sister City anniversary in Kashiwa. City Cable's Christine Lee is there and takes us on a tour of Tokyo.
Day 3 begins at the Omelette Bar. I'm learning that a big breakfast is a good idea because we have another full morning ahead. Today we are off to Tokyo. A new bus takes us on the hour-long drive. We take a short break at a rest stop, share snacks back on the bus, and admire the view as we pull into the city. Our first stop is Tokyo Tower. At 333 meters or nearly 1,100 feet, this active broadcasting facility is the second tallest structure in Japan. It was based on the Eiffel Tower design and is taller but lighter than the iconic structure in Paris. We cram into the elevator and go up to get the best view. I've only seen this tower from afar, so I thought it was small, and oh my goodness, it is anything but small. You could walk around this entire area and just see the city from a 360-degree angle. Several of our Torrance delegates admire this view for the first time too.
Just amazing. As far as you can see, there's just buildings. It just goes on and on. Just to have the experience, well, I still can. It is a great experience to have. Everyone should come at least once in their lifetime.
And others are returning to a familiar spot, but notice some changes.
Well, I remember when I came here as a college student and my host family was giving me the tour, and I remembered seeing this for the first time, looking around Tokyo, and this is back in the 70s. So looking now, there's so many new buildings here in Tokyo. Yeah. It's densified quite a bit.
And as a Japanese American and as someone who lived in Tokyo, you called this place your home before. What's it like to be back from that perspective?
Well, it's great to visit Tokyo because my eldest daughter works here. So to me, this is sort of an extension of our family. It's kind of a second home for us. So I'm always happy to come back and, of course, see her.
You did it! This observation deck also gives us a clear view of just how high up we are.
I'm gonna do it.
It also features a big screen, unique displays, and a small shop, but most of us head back downstairs to pick out our souvenirs before heading over to lunch. This is supposed to be an Italian buffet, but besides pasta, there's also rice, curry, and pho. I enjoy my meal while getting to know another fellow traveler better.
I was an exchange student in 1976, and it's been like almost 50 years since I've seen these my host families that I went in high school with. And when we got together yesterday, we both cried. We both hugged each other. We cried. All the feelings I had from back when I was in high school rushed back in, and I was like, it was just super emotional. I'm feeling that way right now, even just talking about it. You know, the experiences you have when you're a kid, they're hardwired. You'll never forget them. So I'm happy I was able to see them. Sad to see some people have passed away, but friendships never end. That's actually the goal of Sister City too, to bridge these friendships, and they're lifelong. So that's my story.
Stories like his permeate throughout our group, and I realize how deep and meaningful this visit really is for so many of our delegates. They also enjoy revisiting popular hotspots like this, while us newbies are just soaking it all in. After being in Kashiwa for a few days, this is crazy. I mean, take a look at everybody behind me.
I can't believe how many people are here, but I'm really happy to be in Japan. It's so refreshing to see the respect, and even when driving on the street, the drivers are very respectful, and it seems easy to get around, and it's just fun.
fun.
I've been here before, so for me this is not new, but it's fun to just go through and see it all again and check out all the food places that are really popular, like the fried chicken place that we passed by was crazy busy. But you know, it's so different here because it's the old section with the old temples and then the juxtaposition of that with the new apartments and buildings around here. It's a unique place.
Lori takes me to Sensoji, the oldest temple in Tokyo. About 30 million people visit here every year. Just outside the main hall, we wash our hands, then bathe ourselves in smoke at the huge incense burner. It's supposed to ward off illnesses and purify us before we enter the temple. Lots of people also make small offerings and receive omikuji, or written fortunes. If they like it, they keep it, and if they don't, they tie it up and leave it behind. I love being shown around by familiar faces like Hank, who I met this summer back home.
I'm very happy to see you again, and also the people from Torrance. When I'm back to Japan, I miss Torrance people, and today I met the Torrance people again. Oh, so happy. And the Torrance people say, come back to Torrance. Hank, I'm very want to be back because now I have many friends in Torrance.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for showing us around.
Okay, very good. I'm very happy because you guys enjoyed staying in Japan very much.
Yes.
Very good.
This area is called Asakusa, and it's hard to believe it used to be a fishing village. Now it's filled with tourists and features so many stores, especially at Nakamise, its most famous shopping street. This is also where we take our last group photo for our trip. The Sayonara party wraps up our visit. I'm mesmerized by all the chandeliers on the first floor of this venue. Up in the banquet hall, there's a long row of food, including the biggest and most beautiful dim sum presentation I've ever seen. As I'm eating, I look up and see Weekends in Torrance playing on 2 giant screens.
I was here in 2018, so just a blessing to be able to be part of this again. Sharing experiences together, I think, made this experience even better than the first time. It really does open the doors to learning so much about our cultures and how we can work together and just be a better world in the end. So I think all the problems that we see in the world, organizations like this truly make a difference for the better.
The program continues with live entertainment. We also remember Miko Haggett Henson, a founding member and first president of the Torrance Sister City Association. She passed away in June of 2022. She dedicated her life to serving as a bridge between the U.S. and Japan, helping to establish the sister city relationship. And of course, the traditional Japanese dance called odori returns.
We are lucky. For the 50th anniversary, we prepared for a long time, and then everybody cooperated together to create something new, and not only remembering last 50 years, but also for the new encounters. And that's what we made it, and together with Torrance and Kashiwa, and I'm very happy about it.
The evening concludes with lots of hugs and kind of goodbyes.
Sayonara is a farewell, but it is a kind of see you next time party. So see you in Torrance, and please visit Kashiwa again.
In Kashiwa, I'm Christine Lee with Torrance City Cable.
Stay tuned for our final day in Kashiwa as the delegates share one last meal and share their favorite memories from this historic trip. Back at home, National Make a Difference Day is just a few weeks away. It's an occasion that shines a light on the importance of volunteerism. The Torrance South Bay YMCA honored one of its most beloved volunteers last night by dedicating an important area inside the building in his name.
It was just something in him. He really took to the values and the programs that the YMCA gives. He was a big volunteer. The YMCA was everything to him. I think they really appreciate everything that he did. I had a rough idea from the renderings, but it was way above and beyond what I thought it was going to be. So yeah, it's really an awesome tribute.
Bill actually had a saying that if he cut himself shaving, he'd bleed little wise. He just loved the YMCA that much, and he served not only on our board at the Torrance South Bay branch, but also the LA Metropolitan Board and the board of YMCA of the USA. He was a board member over 40 years. He was always kind of our one-man fan club. So we wanted to be his fan club, and certainly this hallway that we've dedicated to Bill is a very special place because we recognize our donors, we recognize our founders, we recognize some of our key volunteers, and Bill took a lot of pride in that because he always felt it was very important for us not to forget where we came from and to know whose shoulders we're standing on. I think Bill is the model of volunteerism.
Applegate passed away at the end of 2021. In addition to his volunteerism, Applegate served on the Torrance City Council for 16 years, between 1978 and 1994. Prior to that, he'd served on both the Torrance Water Commission and Civil Service Commission. We are nearing the end of Hispanic Heritage Month, a time when we celebrate the culture and contributions of Hispanic and Latinx members of our community. El Camino College capped off its schedule of programs dedicated to honoring this month with a presentation about the importance of the sport of boxing within the Latinx culture.
2, 1, 1, 2, reset. Do you know why I bring my hand out? Keep your distance.
It's in our system, it's in our blood. It's been going on for so long that I can't even keep count, but I think that we're strong, we're independent, and I feel like it's just what keeps us going in life. So today I will elaborate a little bit of the basic fundamentals of boxing, give them a rundown of how we throw our punches, how we keep our stance, why we throw punches the way we do. You know what, it actually keeps me grounded. It's more about discipline and structure, learning how to control your emotions and understand why you're getting punched and what can you do to keep yourself in check.
I love the sense of community. I think I've grown so close with all my cabinet members, and honestly, it's also seeing the progression. We're here to make each other better. We're not here to hurt each other. We're here to help each other become better. That's something we're always looking out for. It's improving ourselves and others.
El Camino College is recognized as a Hispanic serving institution, with Latinos representing the largest ethnic group on campus at 52%. National Hispanic Heritage Month runs through Sunday, October 15th. The Torrance Certified Farmers Market held its inaugural world-famous pie contest yesterday.
1, 2, 3, go!
Peach rhubarb. The peaches are from Tenerelli Peaches that I bought here, and the rhubarb I also bought here. It's just a combination I created last year apparently and didn't even remember doing it, but was told it was good, so I had to make a couple of them and have my friends test it before I bought it.
So we had 9 entries. You have to have baked your pie from scratch, have the crust also from scratch. Everything has to be homemade. I just wanted to bring fun to the community and make the farmers market more than shopping for groceries.
What I look for is the crust. It has to be nice and flaky, not undercooked but not overcooked. It has to be nicely brown, and the flavor of the pie itself, whether it's apple, fruits, or it could be like a savory flavor of a meat pie.
7 judges tasted 9 pies, ranging from apple pie with a churro crust to French lemon custard pie and blackberry pie. The winner was a strawberry rhubarb pie baked by an 89-year-old Torrance resident who used a family recipe. 20 people also entered a pie-eating contest featuring mini pies donated by Torrance Bakery. The winner ate his in a little more than 22 seconds. Farmers Market officials say they plan on bringing the event back next year. The Torrance Certified Farmers Market is open every Tuesday and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., rain or shine. Still ahead, it's Wednesday Wish. And thanks to a city program, a Torrance senior gets her wish of a much-needed home upgrade when we come back in 60 seconds.
So we were walking to school. At the corner, we waited for the traffic light.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really want
smart,
a cheese pizza,
but
like at Luigi's.
sometimes her mind
They have this
wanders.
video game there, and Kate's got the high score. We should have a sleepover. Maybe I should pack my pajamas.
I remember saying, Laura? Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
When we finally got there,
she gave me a hug goodbye.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free online resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Here you'll get personalized recommendations, practical tips, daily access to experts, and more. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Wednesday Wish, a North Torrance senior received her wish of a wheelchair ramp for her house, thanks to the city's home improvement program. The senior, who is brand new to a wheelchair, recently returned to her home after a stay at a rehabilitation hospital. She reached out to the program staff, and the rest is history. The home improvement program serves senior and/or disabled residents, and it is free to those who qualify. The program's two-man team specializes in ADA upgrades, such as this one, as well as minor repairs, but they add that clients are welcome to make any request. For more information about the home improvement program, visit the city's website at torranceca.gov/services/home-improvement-program. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.